G'day guys, so this is my 1972 HQ Holden Ute. Done it up as a GDS theme. So basically a bit of background about this car is we got this in 2019. It was a bit of a project, my first project actually, sort of where my passion for cars kick-started. So what we've got here, basically, I pretty much did a full nut and bolt restoration. Did all the panel work on this car myself, so I'd spent about 200 hours just on, if you're looking here, in the tub. So all these panels here were all dented. It's basically just an old work ute. Everyone's chucking stuff in the back. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to go gloss white. I didn't want to go stone guard and just leave the dents in it. So yeah, back when I was 14 years old, I spent so many hours, and I think, yeah, like I said, Dad and I made 200 hours just on the tub alone. So basically went and straightened every single ridge here, all the back there. So it taught me a lot about basically how to, bog it, sand it, bash the panels out, and that was a really good skill for me to learn. So once I did that, we obviously did all the wheel arches, all the tailgate. So yeah, it took a lot of work, but then yeah, got a local guy, Chris Winterfield, to help me paint it. So we've gone for the original white, which is really cool. Sort of pops, makes the car look sick. And yeah, that's pretty much an overall summary. So we'll just talk a little bit about the engine and a few little things. So basically we've gone for the 350 Chev. So HQ's come out with a 350, but basically 6.4 litre. It's got roughly about 550 horsepower. So yeah, basically I actually helped build this with another local guy. So basically everything on this car has been done locally, which is awesome. So Shane Wilson helped me build it back in 2019. So going for the, basically everything you need for this era car is in it, but we've sort of gone through and yeah, we got forged steel crankshaft, billet H-beam conrods. It's actually got ACL race bearings in it, which is funny because they sponsor me now, so that's good. It's ACL in every car, got to get them. But yeah, we just basically put all the bits and pieces we need to in it. Nothing too crazy, but sounds lumpy, it's nuts, it's out of control. It's too scary for me to drive, to be honest. I don't even get past half throttle. But yeah, just wanted to keep it super tidy. As you can see, we've gone for the red, which looks old school, looks cool. And yeah, I did a lot of work on the engine bay here to make sure it was gloss black, really shiny, really neat. And it's crazy, like the wiring is so simple in these cars. You look at like a supercar or a modern day car, there's millions of sensors on them, it's ridiculous, but it doesn't even look like the engine should run because there's only one wire here and one wire there. So yeah, another local guy, one of my good mate Zach, he helped me do all the wiring, and it was a lot of hard work, but at the same time it's just plug and play. So super simple, old school. It's got AED carburetor on it. It's basically about it, to be honest. It's nothing special, just neat, sounds good, goes good. Stock standard, we've got the rod shop front end in it, so it handles really good. About as good as you get with the rod shop Castlemaine front end, and it's also got a rod shop diff in it as well. So if we go around the back now, you'll see I put these big wheels on the back, so it was quite hard to get the diff to work, but rod shop did a really good job in fitting it out. We gave them all the measurements, and honestly the fitment is insane. So yeah, going for the World Illumistar wheels front and rear. Got 17s on the front and 15s on the rear by 8, and the Mickey Thompson the street tire is really cool as well. So looks tough, sits low, goes good. What more could you ask for? Yeah, I've gone for that cruiser, not drag, but the cruiser sort of style. Yeah, I definitely won't be taking the drag strip. I won't be able to hang on to it, but it does cruises at 50 k's an hour, no dramas. So yeah, it's an automatic, got a turbo 400 gearbox in it, so column shift. So she's got a bit going on in there, but I love how simple it is. It's been a really good car for me to learn how to, how things operate. When I was 14, I was just started my journey of cars and sort of wanted to learn the mechanics of it. So it taught me how an engine works, got to build that, taught me how the gearbox work, did put all that in, diff, all that stuff, because go-karts are a lot different. So gave me the basics and sort of taught me how to plan, how to be disciplined, work hard. Mum and Dad gave me a bit of a budget to work to, and then I planned it, researched, and with Dad's help, a bit of bonding as well. It's been really good. So yeah, love the journey of the build. So if you guys are wondering why I take so much pride in my cars and know so much about it, it's because I actually build it, unlike my dear friend Will Brown. So instead of buying them, I actually build them. So there you go. All right, so as you can see here, we've got some wheelwood brakes front and rear, so she stops very good because we've got that much horsepower. Not really, it's only 550 horsepower, but still in this car you need some brakes just to get out of trouble. So we've gone for the wheelwood brakes front and rear. Obviously it's quite hard to fit them in that rim, so we did a bit of modifying, but yeah, once again with the rod shop rear end, it fit beautifully. So now we go into the interior. This is my favorite part. This is what I spent most time customizing and figuring out what I wanted to do. So it's just super stock. As like I mentioned, we went for the GDS theme. So we've basically got original carpet, original dash in there, and we've gone for the houndstooth seat interior. I love how it's just white because it matches the car. You know, you could go the original GDS style, which this is also original GDS, the houndstooth, but went for that option, and another local guy did an awesome job trimming it. We actually just got it done and absolutely smashed it out. You know, got the bench seat local, so that's awesome how much stuff is actually from Mount Gambier. Yeah, come out better than I imagined. So yeah, love the GDS houndstooth interior. If we go around the other side, we'll show you the dash, which is awesome because that's also original. You can see it's just a pretty tight fit, and I'm not the biggest of guys, but it's really comfy. Like I can sit in here. You know, you've got the column shift here, GDS steering wheel from Rare Spares. It's amazing how many good parts they build nowadays. Like most of this car is brand new. Honestly, it's insane. Found a good old dash pad. Don't even know where we found that. It was crazy to get that. Got that retrimmed. Yeah, all the dash and all the instruments work, which is awesome. So yeah, it's just a nice, neat, you know, really comfortable cruiser. You can chill back here. Got the bench seat, which is awesome. So yeah, the old column shift, she'll be hanging on to her. But that's I love it. It's good. It's better than I expected. So yeah, this car actually came column shift with a bench seat. So it didn't come with it, but it's on the plate. It's as the car come out of the factory. So we went and chased the bench seat really hard. I wanted to keep it that, as you know, my other cars are manual, and I just wanted a nice automatic cruiser. So especially with the Turbo 400, they're such a good, you know, transmission that, you know, you can just get the column shift. It's a bit different. It's a bit old school. You don't see many of these days. And yeah, I can fit mum and dad in here. We can go out for dinner. It'll be a bit tight, but you know, we'll go for a cruise, and it's just different. You know, I just like it's a ute. You want to be a bit laid back. You don't want it to be a race car. So chuck the old column shift in her with the bench seat, and away you go. All right, that's enough talking about it, guys. I'm sure you want to see it on the road, so let's take it for a spin. Yeah, so it just drives really nice. Like, obviously it's old school, sounds lumpy, but it's just a bloody cruiser. Like, I don't know, it's just a bit of fun. Got a lot of horsepower, but at the same time you can just drive it 50 k's an hour if you really want to. Automatic is good too, obviously. It's super easy to drive, no clutch needed. Being an old girl, they sometimes are a bit rough. So, favourite thing, I think just the engine note just sounds tough, like super lumpy. And it's just probably the power she gives. But I just like the old school style, you know, just super basic. And the old column shift too, that's pretty cool. You just bang her up into drive. Loves it. Probably scared I'm scaring the old BYD. Hey, electric piece of crap. Get anything into you. A bit of Aussie muscle. Look, he's moving. He doesn't like it. Okay, yeah, hanging on to her. It loves it, this thing. So aggressive. It's like, it just has instant, like as soon as you stand on the throttle, it just straight away.